Today, we're going to dive into a pretty incredible story coming out of a junior high school in Taiwan. It's a story that might just show us the future of education, all about how students are learning to sing, write, and shine in English class. And yeah, they're using AI as their creative partner. So let's start with the big question that's kind of hanging over every classroom right now. With AI getting so powerful, how do you even teach English anymore? I mean, if a machine can translate for you and even write for you, what's the point of grammar drills and vocabulary lists? It's a real challenge, and it's forcing everyone to rethink things. For most of us, English class looked a lot like the column on the left, right? It was all about consuming information, memorizing stuff from textbooks, endless grammar drills, all for the big exam. But this program we're looking at, it completely flips the script. It's all about creation, working together, and using the language for real-world expression. It's a huge shift, moving from just learning a language to actually creating with it. Okay, so what does an AI-powered classroom actually look like? Well, this program called Sing, Write, Shine gives us a pretty amazing answer. It's turning the English classroom into something more like a creative studio, or even a home base for launching social change. The whole thing is built on this really powerful idea. It's a mix of 4 key ingredients: English learning, AI tools, what they call life care, which is really about emotional well-being, and citizen action. The goal is simple, but it's huge. To stop treating English like some dusty old subject you have to study and start using it as a living, breathing tool to create things, connect with people, and actually make a difference in the world. The way the class works is pretty cool. It runs on a simple 4-step cycle. First, students get ready for class by watching videos on their own time. That means when they get to class, they're ready for step 2, diving into these really rich group discussions with their classmates. Then comes the fun part, step 3, where they actually make something, a creative project. And finally, they wrap it all up by reflecting on what they did and what they learned, all in English. It's a system designed to get everyone talking, collaborating, and creating. And all of this leads to this first massive transformation. Students stop being just passive learners of a language and they become storytellers. They become true creators, using English to share really powerful stories. And we're not talking about boring book reports here. With AI as their creative partner, students are making their own short films, they're writing original songs in English, they're scripting plays. And the best part? The topics aren't coming from some old textbook. They're coming from the students' own lives, their personal stories, things they're struggling with, and the social issues they actually care about. So you might be wondering, how does a middle schooler write a whole song in English? Well, it's actually a super clear process. Step 1, they brainstorm ideas for lyrics and themes with ChatGPT. Then, they use a free tool called BandLab to compose the music and record themselves singing. And just like that, step 3, they've got an original song to share with the world. It's this amazing blend of language, tech, and pure creativity. And this is so much more than just a class project. The students are using these new skills to deal with really complex, heavy stuff. In one incredibly moving example, a group of students wrote a song called A Prayer in the Night Sky. It was their way of processing and mourning the victims of a shooting. They channeled all that emotion into this beautiful, meaningful piece of art. You know, there's a quote from the teacher who started this whole thing that just nails it. They said that for these students, language became an outlet for life and emotion, moving beyond the textbook. English wasn't just about rules on a page anymore. It was a way to express who they are. That's something a traditional class rarely ever achieves. But believe it or not, the journey doesn't stop with creative expression. The program pushes students to go even further, to take their stories and their skills and use them to make a real-world impact. It's about going from story to glory. This next part is called the SDGs X English Action Project. Basically, students pick one of the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, you know, these big global challenges like protecting the oceans or fighting for gender equality. Then, they have to plan a real project to tackle that issue, and they use English for the whole thing, to write the proposal, to document what they do, and to reflect on it afterward. And the results are just awesome and so tangible. You've got students organizing actual beach cleanups. They're designing new, more inclusive signs for their own community. They're putting on plays about gender equality, and they're using all their tech skills, including ChatGPT, to help write their plans and get the work done. They are becoming genuine agents of change.
This right here is the ultimate goal. The whole point is to prove that you can transform students from just being passive language learners into active social participants. They're using English as a tool to engage with the world. It's incredible. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's a great story for those kids, but the impact here is so much bigger than just one classroom. It's creating this amazing ripple effect that's inspiring other teachers, the school, and even the entire local education system. Let's see how.
When you step back and measure what really matters, the results speak for themselves. You see this huge success across the board. The students, of course, are gaining incredible creativity and tech skills, but the teachers are also growing, learning how to use AI and work together. And the school itself is becoming more innovative, with new events and a totally fresh curriculum. It's a win-win-win.
Let's break that down a little. For students, the big outcome is confidence. They know they can use English for real tasks. For teachers, they're no longer working alone. They're co-creating these amazing AI-powered lesson plans that they can share. The school now hosts this big community event, an AIX English Creation Day. And maybe, most importantly, other teachers are now being trained to use this model, spreading the success. And this didn't just happen all at once. It grew smart. It started as a small pilot in just one classroom where they could test and tweak things. Once they knew it worked, it expanded to that school-wide creation day to showcase what the students could do. And from there, it's grown into county-wide workshops, training teachers from other schools to bring this amazing model to their own students. It's a perfect blueprint for how to scale a great idea.
Honestly, this project has done way more than just teach English. It's totally reshaped the school's entire identity. This unique mix of student creativity, English expression, and social action, that's now the school's signature. It's their brand of education. And when you boil it all down, the vision behind this is just so powerful. The ultimate goal, in their words, is to let the AI-era English class become a venue for students' authentic learning and self-realization. It's not just about what they learn, but who they become.
So that leaves us with one final, really big thought to chew on. This Sing, Write, Shine project proves, without a doubt, that AI can be an incredible tool to help students find their voice, both creatively and as citizens. And so the question for all of us is, if AI can help them find their voice, what else can it help them find? What other human potential is just waiting to be unlocked if we just pair these amazing new tools with the right kind of teaching?